Welcome to the Intuitive Empowerment Podcast. I'm your host and life coach, J. Mike. But we don't do reactions in this community, we do reflection. We hold the mirror up and we look within and we see how do we become the best version of self that we could possibly be as we function and thrive in society while building lasting and solidified relationships. Glad you could join me for the first episode of the Intuitive Empowerment Podcast of 2023. It's always wonderful to have empowered and inspired individuals listening, learning, and wanting to take the necessary strides to excel and succeed. We're going to talk about the resolve to implement change for the goals that you set before yourself for the upcoming 365. Many of us know exactly what we want to do. We may, confer with others and bounce ideas off of each other to figure out what best path to take. But ultimately, you know your journey better than anyone else, meaning you're the architect that has laid out the blueprints of the build-to-suit architecture that's tailor-made for you. No one knows you better than you, so why not give yourself the best effort, meaning put your best foot forward. So, speaking of put a foot forward, you have to take a step. You have to want to begin, even when the odds are stacked up against you. You can't wait for something or someone to initiate said change. You may have time, but time doesn't wait on you. In order to see things differently, in order to revise what you've reviewed, meaning you have goals that you've held on to that you may or may not have accomplished, that you're ready to refresh, you have to take steps forward, even when you can't see a clear path. When things are not always as they seem, we go back to the original blueprint. Because it doesn't look like you want it to look in the middle of the building process doesn't mean it's not gonna become your dream. You are the initiative. And in that moment, you resolve to begin again. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when the new drops occur. Let's stay connected. And until then, please know your worth. Know that there is no limit. And the only individual that stands before you is you. Rise above the fear and stay there. It's your life coach and host, J. Mike, and this is the Intuitive Empowerment Podcast.